Hello, Passion Afro community. Welcome to yet another episode of the PCC podcast, a platform where we share real stories, real experiences, and real conversations about a patient's journey. And today we are stepping into the life of a parent as a caretaker, what they go through, how their journey has been, and in particular, this episode is exciting because we are joined by a caretaker whose child has not only gone through an illness that may be a common illness, but cancer, something that is already a myth in our society. So I want to delve into how his experience has been, how his journey has been. Are there things that could have made his journey better, and so forth? So my name is Immaculate, and I'm going to be your host. Our guest today is Mr. Ochama Esau. He will introduce himself. Welcome, Mr. Chama, to the show.
Thank you, too.
It's nice to have you. My name is Immaculate. We have met before.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that we can have you on the show. Would like to how first tell us about yourself.
Okay. I'm called Ochama Esau by the name. First of all, I'm appreciating what we are going on. I'm thanking our moderator who organized this program so that we can highlight what we are the challenges where we are going through in the hospital. I'm a caretaker of Mongodit, Franklin, who is getting medication since last year, August 17, whereby we have been in the other facility, health facility in Nebi. From there we stay. They have been investigating what is happening to my son, Mongodit. They did a scan and other investigation whereby they conclude saying that the child look like he is developing cancer. They tell us straight like that.
I want to first understand something. You said your son fell sick in August.
Yeah.
So how was he? How did you know that something is not right?
Anyway, for me, I work in Nebi. Then my son was schooling in Nyaravur Primary School, where the mother also they are staying together with. Now I got a call from my wife that our son is sick. That one, it is like 1 week to reach August. Then by that time, I was also waiting for the salary. That's where I say that let's wait. You take him to Health Center 3 so that he can get some little medication there. When I get money, we shall see way forward. That's how it started. Which means that sickness started by July there. So it slowly reached up to August.
How sick was he then? Was he still able to walk, still able to eat?
Anyway, he was eating. He was also schooling, but sometime you find in the evening, he used to come close to fire when he's feeling cold. That's where the mother started surveilling that the boy is having some problem. He started buying even medicine like for malaria. But it does not work. That's where she decided to take him up to Health Center 3 Nyaravur. From there, the medicine they give, it does not work even. Again, from maybe where I reside, on 2nd, I get my salary on 1st, and then on 2nd, I decided to say that let me visit people from my home also. I went and visit people from the village, and then I tell my wife, I say that we all go and meet there, because I'm not going to stay there for long. I may even take 1 day and come back. Then the mother reached with the boy, and then I see the condition is not good. I rushed again, even in a certain clinic. I went and explained how I had seen the boy and the condition, how it started from my wife there. Now they decided to give medication like ulcers medicine and malaria again. They start giving, and then I left him there with the mother. They are there with my mother even. And then on second, fourth, that's where my firstborn called me that, hey, daddy, my son is my brother is not good. I said, okay, if it's like that, you board with him, bring him here. Now on that day, they reached at around 4 p.m. there. I decided to take them to my home there. And then I was on work. I was on work. I was doing my work there. I said that to you people, you wait for me. Let me first do my work, and then I come back. Going back there, I found the boy condition is still going on.
Now at this point when it's going on, how was he?
Anyway, that boy, the stomach was even swelling. Now the neck is not moving well like this. It is just stuck like this. He's feeling headache and then sweating. That one I said.
Had you seen it before, let's say with any other child in the village or in the community?
No,
it was the first time?
The first time to see that type of
sickness.
Yeah. Now I decided to say that better I take him to that certain health center I've been mentioned before. I took him there. Now they tried to admit us there for 4 days, and then they decided to refer us to maybe General Hospital. That's how I told you before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at Nebi, that's when they told you this boy might be having cancer. So how was the news broken to you? How did that make you feel? How did you receive it?
Anyway, by the time we heard from Dr. Tony, we feel even lots of tears in our heart, because the name of cancer only, we used to know that cancer is not a sickness of children. We used to know, at first in our home, in our family members, it was not a pain there for children, but only once I saw for our nephew it happened. But it was very difficult for us to accept that is a cancer.
What thoughts were running through your head? Were you thinking it's curable, or what's going to happen to my boy? Were those options all explained to you of what can be done?
There, even me, I was knowing that my son is not going to get cured. In my heart, I was saying that this is now difficult. We don't know. We left everything in the hands of God. We were all praying. Even right now, we put our hand to God. We are all saying that maybe God can help us. Because since that day, on 17th August, whereby they came and started investigation for that disease, they found he's having cancer in December, whereby results came in 2nd December. On that day, they put him on medication under chemotherapy medicine. He started on 2nd
of December.
Not December, September. September last year, whereby they tell us the type of cancer he's having, BL, Burkitt's lymphoma.
Okay.
Now they say that they first counsel us. They say that you have to be patient. Anyway, if you are here, you forget home. You concentrate on your patient, not minding about home. Only you keep on sending message from home, whereby difficulties, so that they can help you. And yet I tried my best from August up to December, where we completed the dose on 31st December. And they give us 2 weeks to stay and see whether the medicine has worked well. After 2 weeks, they sent us to for scanning and X-ray. They investigate, they found the boy is normal, showing normal. After that, we come back, they pick the blood. CBC also reads what? Normal. They decided to discharge the boy. Then on 17th January this year, where we go home. Reaching there, we stay like 2 days. On 19, the boy start vomiting back. That vomit from that 19 up to now, the boy is still vomiting. Then from that 19, we take like 1 week. We bought a medicine for vomit from the clinic. The boy was taking, but...
Did someone prescribe for you the medicine?
Yeah. We go and explain from there.
The
how
clinic,
is the boy? Yeah.
Okay.
They give us. Now the boy...
So from the clinic, did they run any tests or... What they gave you only medicine for vomiting, or they were treating something in particular?
First day, we just buy from the clinic. We explain that the boy is vomiting, and then they give us the medicine for vomiting.
They just gave you medicine for vomiting.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then that vomiting does not stop, and the condition of the boy is worsening. Yeah. That's where I decided to go back again to Health Center 3. That's where I started the boy.
Yes.
They admitted us there also. From Sunday to Saturday. That one is a 1 week. Then, there the boy's condition is also just not improving. I decided to say that this one I have to go back. Because last time they say that in case of any difficulties, we have to come back.
So that 1 week, did you know what they were treating?
That one, they tell us that they are treating malaria. And they found the boys with the ulcer also.
Okay.
That's what they have been treating.
So when you came back, was it still malaria and ulcers?
They found malaria is not there. They found malaria. And then that investigation for cancer, they started again. That's where they went and get that cancer is developing cancer again.
Okay.
There. For sure. I was confused. I started asking myself lots of questions. Up to now, I'm still not stable. Because the condition of the boy is still vomiting. He may take like 2 days without vomiting. The coming day, he may vomit. That vomit, when he vomit, the boy become weak. What is making him not to get stable is only that vomit. And after that they investigated that the boy is having cancer, they put him on a medication again. That is it, they call it a relapse, like that.
Relapse.
Now he's on medicine. He has got 2nd dose already. We are supposed to open 3rd shot by 26th. By that time, they take CBC for that boy. The result came that the blood is low. That's whereby we are still waiting for his blood to
get better.
Exactly.
So what has been the most difficult part of your journey with this boy?
Anyway, my most part of this the difficulties, let me say, since from August last year, I've lost very many things using. Anyway, situation in the hospital is not easy. First of all, even if we are getting sponsored, it's not enough for facilitation. That sponsorship is for what? For medication. And then some other thing on my behalf. When I'm sick, I have to treat myself and other necessity which is needed for me, I have to buy. But here things are expensive.
So do you think because that means you have been within the health system since August, right? In and out of hospital. How has the experience of healthcare, in particular, healthcare, been? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to mean. Like, do you think when you ask questions, you receive answers to those questions about your boy's health? Are there things that you would wish were done differently in the way care has been provided to your boy? And if they are not, what are the good things you would appreciate that at least the doctors have done this for my boy?
Anyway, In this hospital, what they are doing good. Except I blame just only sickness. What they are doing, their service is okay. I cannot say that they are not doing bad.
And what has helped you the most through this journey?
In this journey? Anyway, what are they? I'm saying, I've been telling you that our sponsor, they are the one who raised us. I wish it could be me on I myself would have not managed this situation. It was going to be difficult for me. They've done it for me. And even I have to appreciate this Solitary Foundation. They did it well for me. Okay. And they are helping us anyway. On their side, we pray God to make them do for us better. Service like the way they are doing.
Okay. My second last question. If there was something that you could change about healthcare, if there are few things you could change about healthcare generally, do you have an idea of what they could be that you might have noted them to have affected certain parts of the care of your boy?
Anyway, in my mind, what I can say on healthcare, I can say if can be possible, if they can reach up to our health facility centers in our district, so that we can be nearby home.
If the cancer
institute can reach up to Nebi, Opakwaj, and other regional area, can be better. When you come, you will be here, and yet not going there due to what? Transport facilitation is not there. You cannot go. Like me, I came last year. I go back after five months. Again, I've come. I have to go like that. It's difficult for us. If possible, they have to raise, is it government or these are our NGOs which our sponsor to support so that they take that facilitation to be in our nearby area. It is still far for us.
So that brings me, I'm thinking of, do you have other children? Who is taking care of them? The ones who are
the
home?
Mother.
Oh, the mother is home, eh? Okay, so you're the one who is fully based here.
Yeah.
So if there is a parent out there whose child is having cancer, do you have something you'd want to tell them, to encourage them? Is that child going to be okay?
Anyway, what I've got here and what the experience I get here, when I go home, I see someone's child with that type of sickness. I have to advise automatically so that I can rescue the child. I have to advise the parents of that children who is having, whose child look like someone who has what? Who has a cancer sign. Yeah. Now, anyway, the way we have been taught that we should not remain with this what we have got in our heart alone. We have to pass this message to our people in the community so that they can be aware of what is going on, the challenges of these cancer diseases. We have to make awareness even in our community. When we are there, we have to tell them what we have seen in the hospital. And I have seen, when I go there, I survey a child with this type of sickness. I can even call straight these people from Lacho. I can even say that I have someone look like this, or I can even send the photo to their phone so that they can even compare whether the child is with it.
So which symptoms would you want to tell someone out there? Like if you see the child is like this, you can seek for help, and will their child become better?
Anyway, the symptom, currently what we have seen there, we used to see children with a swollen stomach, swollen limbs, what? There some eye, swollen coming out. For us there, we have been not knowing that those are the sign of what? The syndrome of cancer. And right now, what I've seen here, those things, they are the sign of cancer. And when they come to the hospital here, they start investigating, they get those things are cancer. That's why I say that if I go home, I will even keep on passing that information to community. Whatever I seen there on their children or on my own again, I will not keep quiet on it. I'll be keep on passing this information through to those people who can help them. Or I can connect them to nearby health center that you go there, whereby you can get a better help than my advice. That's what I know.
Okay. Yeah. So I understand you will advise them, but then it's better to link them to a health care facility so that they don't have to struggle through different facilities the way you had to.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I think that concludes this episode. Whatever you've been able to share, I'm sure it will be helpful to whoever watches this episode. And this episode reminds us that a diagnosis is it's beyond the disease. It's a lived experience of the patient and their stories beyond the diagnosis. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you've had an experience, if you want to share your story, feel free to reach us on our website. You can drop a comment in the comment section and we'll definitely reach back to you. And we'd also want to thank PASEM Afro Community and Seed Global Health for partnering with us in this podcast, and we hope that you always subscribe to the channel and see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.